Hello and welcome to V News. Coming up next, we have your top stories. Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng attends ASEAN Summit in Malaysia. Health Ministry encourages using antibiotics wisely. Exhibition on ASEAN's World Heritage takes place in Hanoi. ASEAN convened its 27th summit in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia on November 21st. The Vietnamese delegation to the summit and related meetings from November 21st to 22nd was led by Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng.
Attending the 27th ASEAN Summit, Vietnamese delegation aims to enhance solidarity, unification, as well as the significant role of ASEAN in ensuring peace, security, cooperation and development in the region. Prime Minister Najib Razak of Malaysia, which chaired the summit, said in his opening speech that on November 22nd, the ASEAN leaders will officially announce the formal establishment of the ASEAN community on December 31st, affirming the move was generated from endeavors made for decades for integration, connectivity, and mutual progress. Themed Our People, Our Community, Our Vision, the summit will focus on the formal establishment of the ASEAN community and the bloc's extensive integration. The leaders will discuss and ink the Kuala Lumpur Declaration 2015 on the establishment of the ASEAN community and the Kuala Lumpur Declaration on ASEAN, forging ahead together. They will touch upon shared regional and international issues. Set up in 1967, ASEAN groups Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore, Brunei, Thailand, the Philippines, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, and Myanmar. Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng said developments with increasing complication in the East Sea pose one of the most serious security challenges to ASEAN, while addressing a plenary session of the ASEAN Summit on November 21st. He called on the parties involved to address disputes via peaceful means and international law. Prime Minister Dũng also highlighted the establishment of the ASEAN community at the end of this year as a historical event reflecting the common perception and high resolution of the ASEAN member states in increasing connectivity and cooperation to a new height. The ASEAN leaders shared the view that the building of the ASEAN community is a non-stop process, so the bloc needs to continue intensifying its connectivity and bring it to the next level. Accordingly, they adopted the 2025 ASEAN Community Vision, which provides orientations as well as the foundation and framework for ASEAN's connectivity in the next decade. At the end of the plenary session, Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng and other ASEAN leaders witnessed the signing of the ASEAN Convention against trafficking in persons, especially women and children. He also attended the 18th ASEAN-China Summit, the 13th ASEAN-India Summit, and the 18th ASEAN Plus 3 Summit. On the sidelines of the ongoing ASEAN Summit in Kuala Lumpur on November 21st, Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng met with U.S. Trade Representative Ambassador Michael Froman. The Prime Minister proposed the U.S. quickly recognize Vietnam's market economy status. He said the conclusion of the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement negotiations demonstrates the respect of institutions and benefits of the involved parties, including Vietnam and the U.S. Michael Froman said the U.S. regarded the freshly concluded TPP as the key premise to ratchet up economic trade collaboration between countries in the region. He added the U.S. wants to closely work with Vietnam and other TPP member nations for the early signing, ratification, and execution of the world's largest free trade pact.
Vietnamese Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Phạm Bình Minh met with the Singaporean and Malaysian foreign ministers on the fringe of the ASEAN Summit and related events in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
During his meeting with Malaysian Foreign Minister Anifah Aman, both sides discussed measures to speed up the signing of a plan of action for the 2015 to 2018 period, a treaty on extradition, and a memorandum of understanding on government right trading. They also talked ways to facilitate businesses' moves to expand their investment and business and enhance ties in fighting transnational crimes. During the meeting with Singapore Foreign Minister Vivian Balakrishnan, the two sides agreed to continue close cooperation, strengthening business connections and promoting links through regional mechanisms such as ASEAN and the Trans-Pacific Partnership. They discussed the launching of negotiations on an agreement on sending Vietnamese laborers to work in Singapore. The officials also shared the need to urge relevant parties to fully implement the Declaration on the Conduct of Parties in the AC and serious and substantive negotiations soon on the Code of Conduct in the waters.
The Ministry of Health has encouraged individuals to use antibiotics responsibly by taking the medicine only with doctors' prescriptions. On November 21st, the Ministry and the World Health Organization held a meeting in response to the Antibiotics Awareness Week in Vietnam. In her opening remarks, Health Minister Nguyễn Thị Kim Tiến said, antimicrobial resistance is a global issue today, particularly in developing countries, including Vietnam. It causes hundreds of thousands of deaths and billions of US dollars in economic loss every year. The World Health Organization warned that antimicrobial resistance is a serious threat to the capacity of healthcare system in treating common infectious diseases in the future, she added. The minister asked relevant ministries and agencies to coordinate more closely with the Ministry of Health in the antibiotics awareness campaign. Some 14 Vietnamese leading food enterprises are joining exhibitors from 15 countries and territories at the Asia-Pacific Food Expo in Singapore. On display at the event are top-quality products, including processed food, beverage, confectionery, ice creams, tea, aquatic and poultry products, vegetables, seasoning, among others. The expo offers a valuable opportunity for Vietnamese enterprises to seek and enlarge trade relations with their partners, which helps promote exports to Singapore and other markets in the region. Vietnam-Singapore trade revenue in 10 months ending in October reached $3.1 billion, a year-on-year increase of 30%. Honorary President of the Singapore Food Manufacturers Association Stephen Ng said that Vietnamese products have good quality. The association pledged to support promotion and business activities to encourage the presence of made-in-Vietnam commodities in Singapore, while promoting Singaporean business operation in Vietnam. The fair, which expects to attract 500,000 visitors, will run until November 23rd. The Mekong Delta has introduced 74 projects in need of investment at a recent conference held by the Vietnam Chamber of Commerce and Industry's Cần Thơ branch in Cần Thơ City. The projects focus on high-tech agriculture, aquaculture at sea, the processing industry, tourism culture, urban development and industrial park infrastructure, and manufacturing. Võ Hùng Dũng, director of VCCI in Cần Thơ, said the business environment in the region's localities has improved since 2009, and the region's economy will continue to enjoy high growth in the next decade due to the rapid improvement of transportation, electronics, low labor costs, and abundant food sources. Investment prospects in the region's food sector are relatively high, considering many free trade agreements Vietnam has signed, including the Trans-Pacific Partnership and the Vietnam-European Union Free Trade Agreement, he added. Regional localities commit themselves to create the most favorable conditions for investors by developing infrastructure and improving manpower, services, and administrative procedures. The Mekong Delta, which has 12 provinces and Cần Thơ City, attracted $2.3 billion worth of foreign direct investment in 2011 and 2014. A 12-meter section of ceramic mosaic mural on Ochre Dyke Road, Hanoi, depicting Venezuelan national hero Simon Bolivar, was inaugurated. More in the following. Speaking at the inauguration ceremony on November 20th, Venezuelan ambassador to Vietnam Jorge Rondo highlighted the significance of the Hanoi Ceramic Road, saying that it has become an attractive destination for Vietnamese and foreign visitors. The mosaic was inspired by national liberator Simon Bolivar. The people of Venezuela are proud to see this depiction of our leader on the street of Vietnam's capital. Painter Nguyễn Thu Thủy, who initiated and organized the implementation of the Ceramic Road project, said that the section will contribute to deepening the relationship between Vietnam and Venezuela, as well as other Latin American countries in general.
This is truly a beautiful piece of art. We are proud to depict this image in strong and sturdy design with various colors, befitting the characteristics of our Venezuelan friends.
Together with the ceramic section, a bronze bust of President Ho Chi Minh was also placed in Simon Bolivar Boulevard in Venezuela's capital of Caracas as part of cultural exchange activities between the two countries. Daily utensils of royal families during the Nguyen dynasty are on display in Ho Chi Minh City. We went along to take a look.
Kitchen utensils such as porcelain bowls, ivory chopsticks, dating back from the 19th century have attracted a number of antique lovers. Viewers also have a chance to contemplate a bronze book of the 10th daughter of King Minh Mac and a royal robe of the Cung Queen Mother from the 19th century. The exposition was held in celebration of Vietnam Culture Heritage Day. It will run until February 26 next year.
A photo exhibition on ASEAN's World Heritage is ongoing at the Thăng Long Imperial Citadel in Hanoi. Our reporters with the full story. The exhibition was a collection of 33 best works from the competition titled Discover World Heritage Sites in Vietnam and ASEAN countries. They depict the challenges involved in the preservation and promotion of World Heritage sites amidst the formation of the ASEAN community. Besides the exhibition, a special festival was held, aiming to promote Vietnam's intangible cultural heritage and highlighting roles by young people in preserving the country's heritage.
We formed this club to help preserve our cultural identity, particularly for the future generations. We usually host summer camps where children can learn to sing for free. And we work with local authorities to organize competitions, creating platforms for children to learn more about their culture. I've loved traditional music since I was a kid, so I'm very happy to discover events like this, where I can not only learn to sing, but to discover the children's background and to perform for people.
My teachers are very dedicated. They've taught me many things about traditional music. I've learned many folk songs like Gọi Đò, Ngồi Tựa Mạn Thuyền, and Mời Nước Mời Trầu. The exhibition will last until November 25th. And that has wrapped up our news bulletin. Thank you for your attention. For more information, please log on to our website at www.vietnamplus.vn. We'll see you soon.